Hello, Danny again, and today I will be giving you my opinions on the locking mechanisms of different knives out there. I have one of just about every locking mechanism I can think of lined up here, and I have them from strongest to weakest in my opinion. Remember, this is only my opinion, so don't get angry. Um, and yeah, I'm going to go through, because there's a lot of questions about people have about different knives and how they work, so I'm going to go through. I'm going to talk a little bit about each one, and then I'm going to go through and I'm going to show you exactly how the mechanism works, just so you can get a little more knowledge. So I'll start off with a fixed blade. So you can see, no mechanism, there's nowhere that this will fail. It's all one solid piece. It's got a full tang. The tang is the piece of metal that's connected to the blade and goes into the handle. So this one piece of metal goes all the way through the handle. So this is a very safe knife. There's no way this can fail. This is a K-Bar Mini Tonto, by the way. Secondly, I have Balisong. Very, very, very safe knife. If you don't manage to get yourself playing with it. But the actual mechanism itself is very safe. As you can see, when it's closed, the handles wrap around the blade. The way this works is it has a kicker pin right here, and this is what prevents the blade from going all the way over. This is just about the safest knife design available, just due to the fact that even if somehow you manage to break this solid steel pin right here, the blade will not close on your hand because you're holding the two handles. You can't cut yourself by accident. Well, you can by accident, but you can't by the knife failing. So this is very, very safe, very strong knife. This is a Bradley Kimura, just so you know. Next, I have a lockback knife. These are, in my opinion, the strongest, most common lock on the market. The way this works is, can you see? Okay, well anyway, there's a torsion bar on the top right here, and it's got a little, okay, yeah, there you go, you can see it. In there, it's got a little groove on it, and that groove fits into the top of the blade when it closes. So what it does is when it goes all the way back, it locks into place, and it's not going anywhere. This is an extremely strong lock. So what you do is, to close it, you depress this top right here, and it goes down. This is a Spyderco Tasman Salt. Next is a frame lock. This is a terrible knife. This is some little Gerber. Don't buy this. This is horrible. But as you can see, it's got a frame lock. So what happens is, when you open it, the frame slides over right there, as you can see. These are very strong because it's the actual frame holding it and not just the liner. So I consider this stronger than a liner lock. Next, I have a push button. I tied these in strength with like an Axis lock. So fish. But I started off with this one just because, I don't know, I had it first. So, push the button, blade comes out, and to release it, you slide the button in again, and it goes over. So, let's see if I can, yeah, on the top, if you see through there, as I depress that little part's going up and down right there, and that's what actually holds the blade in place. There's a little hole in the blade, and that goes into it. So these are relatively strong, not the strongest, not the weakest. Next is an Axis lock. So as it opens, there's a little lock right here, and this is what slides into the back of the blade. So you pull that towards you, the blade closes, you open it again, slide it towards you, excuse me, and it closes. Next I have a slip joint. These are strong locks, in my opinion. There's just a big area for failure. So, as you can see, watch, this little torsion bar right here will just pop up and lock the blade in place. So watch again, you ready? It slides up. I'll do it from the side, maybe that'll be better. So as you can see, it's down, and it pops up. It's very strong. The only issue with this is, in holding the actual knife, there's a very big possibility of you accidentally pushing that and the blade closing on you. So I don't consider these very safe. Lastly, I have an example of a good liner lock and an example of a bad liner lock. So I'll start off with a Spyderco Tenacious, and this is a very, very good liner lock. This is very strong. If you watch how it goes all the way over to the other side, watch. See how it snaps all the way over? See how thick it is? It's a very, very good liner lock. It's very strong. I feel very safe using this knife because I know it's not going to fail on me. and goes all the way over. So that's an example of a good liner lock. This is an example of a bad liner lock. So watch this one. See how thin it is compared to the other one first off? But watch as it goes. See how it barely lines up? It just lines itself up with the blade, which scares me. Just because it's so thin, if you manage to bump this on something, there's a good chance of it closing on your hand. So I guess I'll go through and I'll show the mechanism one more time. You've seen the fixed blade, you've seen the Balisong. Watch the top on this one. As the blade's opening, see how it goes up and how the torsion bar up here comes up and then it locks into place. Very strong. Again with the frame lock. Slides into place. Push button. It's not safety, I'm sorry. Now it comes out. Axis lock. And then slide that towards you. Slip joint. Pops up. You need to press it to close the blade.